In 1991, we had one of the most, it wasn't catastrophic, but it almost became catastrophic. That is when Joyce first got cancer, in 1991. Back then, we only had Brian and Ted. Of course, subsequently, we fostered Marco, we supported Mina, and then we also fostered this other boy, Dennis. 1991, naturally we couldn't have any more children, so we stopped there. But we thank God. Let me tell you, we did thank God for it. Because every single thing that God gives you, you say thank you. So we thank God for this. That is when she got the first cancer, and it was a scare in our life. We were still very young. We were just beginning to do things, you know, two young people. Here we are running around. We are not very sure whether our parents really love us that much or they really appreciate this. They probably think our marriage is going to fail, and so on and so forth. Then comes the disease. I remember when it happened, I got into my car. That time I'd already been given a car by African Highlands, and I drove home, and the first person I went to was my mother. And I told my mother, and I was crying that time, "Mom, Joyce is dying." My parents are ACK. I'm sure Good Shepherd, why we said we have to come here, we are domiciled in ACK. So she put me down to kneel, we prayed together, and she told me, "God will see you through." Of course, I didn't believe her. But I still had to go back. We used to work, by 7 we were reporting to work. In African Highlands, that time, being a manager in the tea estate, you report with the workers. In fact, ahead of the workers. So I had to come back to Kericho to report back in the morning, but I was very devastated. We came to Nairobi Hospital, and Joyce was treated. She actually survived the first cancer disease. Then they would do radiotherapy and chemotherapy. It was a combination of those two treatments that saw us through, but it disabled her in very many ways. And for all of you who are here, most of you will not know, unless you are a friend, that Joyce had a lot of problems. In the family, my children got to know about it when they were 20, I think. Dimi was 20. This fellow was about 17. That is when they first knew about it. We were just in the house. She didn't like drama. Joyce didn't like drama. She didn't want a situation where you come, you are sympathizing with her, you're doing what? She wants to lie down on the bed that she's sick. She doesn't go to work because, no. That wasn't Joyce. That one I can tell you for sure. It wasn't her. And lately again, as another example of what I'm just saying, there was a run in Bomet, and Joyce was sick by then, on this now second attack. I knew it. I think the COG probably knew. I told her, but not in as many words. And she was actually struggling. She ran a bit. She would walk, get into the car. We live in a place. She ran so that the cameras can pick her. She runs a bit. When we got to the stadium, she did the last lap. We had to take her to a hotel to actually rest completely. When we had the deputy president that arrived, the chopper was landing. She quickly got up, cleaned her face, and ran and received the deputy president and did everything, and nobody knew what was taking place. That is her. That is how Joyce used to do her things. So, I'm not sure I've gone through, but that is how Joyce used to do her things. No drama, committed to her work, very committed. Joyce was I've never seen somebody like that. In our house, we would rarely see her. And every time she's on her phone, answering, she's sending M-Pesa, she's Samarambe, I don't know what. We're in the bedroom, she's still sending this, she's calling that. Very busy. But it was all for good. All for good. For you people of Bomet, if I start with Sotik, I thank you very much. I thank you for recognizing her. I thank you for the love you showed for her. I thank you for the support you gave her. Bomet people are the same. I can tell you people, that we just need leadership in this country to put people together and stop, putting people, this is our place, this is our people, and so on and so forth. Bomet people are great. Indeed, they are great. And I say thank you for giving her time to serve you. And I do hope that whoever comes in next will be able to try and put people together, stop controversies. Please see each other person as a human being. Don't look at the first person and then you categorize him. This is that tribe, that is this people. These people like things like this. These ones are thieves. These ones are what? These are warriors. Please, 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 please.